Hey everybody, Doug here. Welcome back to yet another board game channel, where we will be officially starting yet another playthrough of Eldritch Horror. We are up against the Windwalker Ithaqua. There's cold effects all around the world, I'm sure. Right, we are... Let's go over what we're trying to accomplish right now. We're trying to get supplies to the northern part of the map. We've got a few Eldritch tokens to indicate the locations. We have to pick up provisions, go to those places, spend those provisions and one clue. We have to do that twice. Oh right, and we have to be at that location at the end of the Mythos phase for it to... Yeah, that's when it kicks in. We don't do it during encounters or anything. We've also got... We have had the aid of the Elder Gods, who have given us each a clue, but because they're Elder Gods, we also now have corruption, which we can try to mitigate by having certain encounters in the Dreamlands. Although it's not an issue at the moment because we don't have any Eldritch tokens on us. So we'll get right to it. I'm going to do the action phase. I've actually made Preston Fairmont our lead investigator. I want Leo to go last because pretty much everybody is going to be trying to do asset acquirement. And hopefully it'll clear it out so he can try to use a special ability to get some allies. There are none right now, so I'm hoping some will pop up by the time it's his turn. And we'll see if he can start picking some up. So, right, let's start with Preston Fairmont, who is in Istanbul. Alright, first thing Preston is going to do is acquire assets. He's got a nice beefy 5 influence, and all of his 6s will count as 2 successes. So we're hoping for a lot here. Come on. Well, he's just got he's only got 2 successes, which, okay, fine. We'll take it. It means he can still take, okay, just going to go through the unique assets and try to find, there we are, some provisions. Here we are. When performing a rest action, you may discard this card to recover 1 additional health and 1 additional sanity. We're not really going to do that. We're going to use it when we go to, well, we're going to go to Tunguska, because that's the closest location where we can spend this thing. Would have been nice to get some other assets in the meantime, but no, let's concentrate on our mystery. For his second action, he is going to move up to space 16, heading for Tunguska next turn. Alright, next up is Calvin Wright, who is in Buenos Aires. Alright, Calvin, he's also going to try to acquire assets. He's only got an influence of 3, but got to keep in mind he does have a resource, which he can spend as a success for acquiring assets. So let's see if he can pick up some more provisions. Nope, he failed completely. Do I want to use... He does have 2 clues. I try to re-roll, but no, let's... We only have to fulfill this... We only have to do this mystery twice, and Marie's got a pretty good chance. So I think we're just going to stay there. And... Let's see, do I want him to continue... I still want to send him towards the north? No, let's go ahead and for his second action, let's pick up a focus, because I'm not sure what I want him to do after failing that roll. So we'll leave it at that. On to Marie Lambeau over in the South Seas. Okay, Marie in Southeast Asia. She is going to get to roll 4. We're going to have her try to acquire assets. Roll 4, and we get... she only got 1 success. Well, we might as well... no, the only thing she could afford is the lavish feast, which will instantly heal. And she doesn't need healing, so that was a bit of a waste. Failed. Well, okay, so for second action, she's going to move up to Tokyo. We're going to stay there. Can't quite see Tokyo. There we go. Because she can acquire assets there next turn as well. And if we're lucky, she'll defeat monsters. In her encounter, we can get rid of that horrible knight. Avian Thrall, that's what it was. Avian Thrall over in the Dreamlands, which could swoop in on us at any moment. Alright, that leaves us with Leo Anderson, who is also in Buenos Aires. Okay, well, Leo's not going to get up to a whole lot. Not going to use his special action after all, as there are no allies for him to acquire if he were to succeed. So, for his first action, we'll just take a focus, because they're always useful. And second, I'm going to have him move up to space 8. We may as well try to pick up a clue. Alright, that is it for actions. Now let's see what's going to happen to us during the encounter phase. Back to Preston Fairmont. Alright, Preston is going to have a generic city encounter. It's the first time using the deck, so we'll give it a little bit of a shuffle. And... alright, what do we have? Come on, you can focus. Maybe you can't focus. There we go. A gravestone has been defaced with strange symbols. Test lore. How is his lore? His lore is 2. Blech. Well, we'll give this a go. That he is visible. Okay. Oh, he succeeded. So what happens as a result? If you pass, the symbols lead you to buried treasure. Gain 1 random magical asset from the deck. Okay? So, we'll just cut away while I look. You don't need to see me go through 27 cards before I find one. Okay, here we are. So we found the Dream Box. It's a trinket, but it is magical. When you close a gate during another world encounter, gain 1 focus. If that gate corresponds to the current omen, recover 1 sanity. Okay, and that's also good for his personal story, because we want somebody to have lots of assets. So he's now up to 2. Alright, success for Preston. Nothing bad happened. Now let's go on to Calvin Wright. Alright, Calvin is going to have an encounter in Buenos Aires. First time with the green deck. So, what do we get? Buenos Aires. According to the standard, an eccentric collector has vanished. Test observation. So observation's 3. And he does have a focus. We don't want to use our clues yet on rerolls, but focus is fine. Oh, and he got 2 successes, so it doesn't matter. If you pass, you find him dazed but intact, and he rewards you. Gain 1 random trinket asset from the deck and a ritual spell. Alright, once again, I need to go digging through decks. Okay, found on top, as it turns out. Same thing happened with Preston. Calvin now has some skeleton keys. Once per round, you may add 1 to the result of 1 die when resolving a test during an otherworld encounter. Nice. And he picked up a ritual, banishment. Action. Test lore +2. If you pass, discard one monster on the nearest space containing a gate with toughness equal to or less than your test result. Then flip this card. Oh, we might be able to get rid of the avian thrall, assuming it doesn't come for us right away. Okay, so Calvin will hold on to those. If we can trade that spell off to Marie, she'll be a little bit further into her personal story. She needs a glamour, a ritual, and an incantation. She has a glamour. That's a ritual. We just need to track down an incantation for her. Okay, good job, Calvin. Speaking of Marie, we'll see what she gets up to in Tokyo. Okay, again, first time using a deck. Give her a shuffle and see what Tokyo has for us. You have the opportunity to display your mastery of the martial arts, okay, before Karate Master Gichin Funakoshi. Strength -2. Her strength is only 2, so she's got one shot at this. And make sure, yeah, this isn't a combat encounter, so the ritual dagger does not help. Yeah. Hey, good job. She actually got it. If you pass, he is impressed and will instruct his students to help your cause. One monster of your choice on any space loses 2 health. Well, we only have the one, so we're going to put 2 damage onto the avian thrall. Not quite enough to take it out, unfortunately. It's got 3. But if we do have to encounter it, we've got slightly better odds. Well, thank you, Marie. Excellent job there. And finally, we will go around to Leo Anderson, who's going to try to acquire a clue. All right, first time going after a clue, so, yep, we'll shuffle. We are on a sea space. Supplies have gone missing from the galley. We're going to test our observation. His observation is 3, so not bad. He does have a focus as well. Yeah, okay. But no need. Yay, we're actually rolling quite well, except on the acquire assets, which I really wanted. But still, if you pass, you find a man suffering from extreme hunger and muttering about Algonquian folk tales. Gain this clue. And if we fail, not an issue. Alright, so good on Leo. He has himself a second clue and didn't have to use his focus. So, well, the encounters went well, even if our trying to get provisions was kind of so-so. So, yeah, we will, yeah, we're done that. Now it's time to move on to the dreaded mythos phase. Okay, we have even odds that this is going to be a rumor. And yeah, it's a rumor. Crap. Well, first thing we'll do is spawn the clues. And we're going to grab clue number 1. It's going to be on space 5. So right in the middle of North America. And the second clue will be in Tokyo. Okay. Now, looks like we're going to put 3 Eldritch tokens on this card. But let's see what the rest of it says. Nightmarish dreams. You awake with a start, shaking and feverish. The dream had been so real. you were in some other place, some impossible place, and your enemy was there. You are certain that this vision holds a key to preventing the world's imminent destruction. Ongoing rumor: when an investigator performs a rest action, they spend 1 clue to place 1 clue on this card. Then, if there are clues on this card equal to half investigators, so we only need to do 2, solve the rumor. Okay, it slow us down a little, but that's not too bad. When there are no Eldritch tokens on this card, discard all gates on the game board and advance doom to 0. Then solve this rumor. So let's not have that happen. Yeah, and on every reckoning, we will lose an Eldritch token from the card. So, nasty, nasty fail result, but won't be too hard to get rid of, especially as everybody has 1 or 2 clues. So we just got to do a little resting. Again, it annoyingly slows us down, but we started not too bad. We didn't get a reckoning, so the corruption didn't kick in. Probably get one next turn. And yeah, that was kind of short, but yeah, I think I'm just going to do 1 turn per video as usual. So that is it for this episode. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and liking the videos both on YouTube and Board Game Geek. I appreciate it. And we will see you next time for yet another turn of Eldritch Horror as we fight off Ithaqua. So long.